In this video we're going to see if I can find some consistency after a disaster last time out in Monza. Hey guys, and welcome along to another video. If this is your first time here and you like watching all sorts of Gran Turismo sport related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you don't miss anything. This video is the next video in our Beginner to Winner series, where I hope to just not make any mistakes today, get back to that consistency that we've seen in earlier races, and just bring home some more driver points and get us closer to that A rating that we're hoping for. So in this video we've got one race, Daily Race C at Suzuka. We're in GR2, I'm in the Lexus as usual, and we've qualified in 5th. So I'm hoping for at least a 5th in this one, which would have gone with all the last videos that we've done, because I seem to finish in 5th every single time. But 5th or above, I'd be happy. Starting the race now, we've got a Spaniard up in front here. We're going to fly down into the first turn, which is just absolutely amazing in these GR2 cars. For those that have done it, you know you can just chuck it straight in and you don't even start braking until you're in the corner. We're going to get a bit of pressure here from the guy behind, but we're just going to position the car well and keep him at bay. Through the S-curves is no place to pass. Look up ahead here, the Spaniard's having some sort of network issues and he is going to be off, and I think either falling all the way down the order or gone. So we're up to 4th place now. There's a few cars joining a train behind us because of that. We lost a bit of time there. Coming into the Degners here, 1 no problem. Coming out of Degner 2, be careful not to get on the power too early, otherwise I end up in the Armco to the right hand side. Coming down to the hairpin here, I just can't get it right in this car, or any high power car to be honest. I'm just so nervous about spinning on the exit that I just can't get the power down early enough, and I just ruin myself, to be quite honest. As you can see here, we've lost 4th place. Coming through at the long sweeping turn 12 here. Into Spoon Curve. Have no idea why that cut there. Very odd. Didn't happen in the race obviously. And coming down the fast back straight here towards 130R, we're going to get some pressure here from an NSX behind a fellow Brit, but we're just going to take the defensive line. You can keep it flat through 130R, pick your braking point down into the Casio triangle. Try not to go too deep, otherwise you end up on that AstroTurf and then in the tyres, and then it basically stops you and resets you, so it's an absolute nightmare. There's a Frenchman here, I don't know if he's getting rid of his penalty or what, but he's lost a lot of time as we start lap number 2, so we're going to have him. I don't know if the Brit's going to follow me through. No, it looks like he's pulled out of it there. And coming through the first turn for the second time, we are up into 4th. Now, it's been quite a hectic first lap. I had hoped to settle down, which I will do now, and start some fuel saving. Not massively fuel saving, but enough, because I think I've got the pace with these guys. I want to drive within myself so that I don't make any mistakes. I've done that too many times around this track. And also, if I can save some fuel while we're at it, then happy days. If you guys look up ahead, you can see a classic mistake being made by the guy in second, just getting on the power too early. He manages to catch it by the looks, but he's lost a lot of time there. So the Dutchman in the NSX is right behind him. He's doing it again. He looks like he's pushing really, really hard, which is good, because as you can see, we are, well, not in 4th then, but we are generally changing halfway up the tachometer. I haven't bothered messing with the fuel map yet. I haven't really looked into that, and I'm definitely not in a place where I can sit there and be distracted. So just short shifting is probably my capacity at the moment. But things are looking good up in 4th place. Even though we're short shifting, we're staying with them, staying and driving within our limits for the moment. And we're just going to kind of sit back, see what happens. Hopefully these two will continue to battle and make mistakes, which should put us in a good state when we come in for the pits. At the moment I plan on pitting at the end of lap 5, but anything can happen in this, so we shall see. Coming into the first turn here for the third time, being a bit more conservative with that one. As you can see, the two guys behind us are catching up. Again with fuel saving, as I keep saying, but also at that first turn I do not want to end up on that AstroTurf. You can do the same at Spoon and it's an absolute race wrecker, so I'm trying to stay away. Keep an eye on the rear view here as we're coming through the S's and out to the Dunlop curve, as these guys are going to come up real fast. They're obviously absolutely ragging it as hard as they can. Coming through the first Degner, do not end up on that AstroTurf either, otherwise you'll be in the gravel and in the tyres. Coming out of the second Degner here, they're catching, and this is my weakest part of the track here. Oh, I also run onto the grass a little bit. He's right behind us, as you can see, and I just can't get on the power early enough. More time in quali, I think, more time practicing required. But he's going to have the outside here, which is going to give him the inside for the Spoon curve, so I'm not going to fight it too much. Just going to try and do my race at the moment. Be nice and patient on the throttle there, coming out of Spoon and down the hill. We should have his slipstream, but he is in a hurry. I've gone defensive here because I don't really know what the guy in 6th's plans are, whether he's going to make a move or not. I don't think he is. Coming through 130R, how awesome, and the German is just going to outbrake himself. As we says, you don't want to go on the AstroTurf there. He's ended up on the AstroTurf not once, but he's gone straight over the other side, and he has lost a whole heap of time. We've got the Dane there right up our chuff. You can see him there on the radar as well. Doesn't look like he's going to make a move, but he's definitely distracting me. So I missed my apex here in the first turn, have to wait to get on the throttle, and he's closing right up on us. This is not the pressure that I want, to be honest. Trying to keep it cool throughout here. He seems reasonably sensible. It doesn't look like he's going to make a move here at all. He hasn't made any silly ones so far, so the trust is building in him. Coming through the Dunlop here, down towards the Degners. Again, just coming to my weakest part of the circuit, so I expect him to catch us up. Down into third here, patient on the power, be careful on that throttle, but it looks like we're keeping him at bay a little bit. I'm putting in my fastest time here, obviously not the fastest time, but I'm putting in my fastest time, and we got out of the hairpin reasonably strongly, which is going to buy us some time. Keeping an eye up ahead there, the guy in second has still got his penalty by the looks, and the guy in third still chasing down into Spoon here. And I was talking about the AstroTurf. There we go. I managed to catch it just. You have to be so patient coming back on the track. I come back on the track and I don't actually see the fellow Brit there. Harry B33, apologies to you there. I didn't see you coming back on. But we've lost, unfortunately, 4th, 5th and 6th. I'm trying to tell myself it's a long enough race and not to panic, but it's easy to do so in hindsight, isn't it? So we've now got an extra task on our hands. The only hope now is I get on the power way too early there, but again managed to catch it, so that's a positive. In previous races in Group 2, as you've seen before, I would have not caught that and I would have been in the pit lane a lap early and probably backwards. So that's all good there. As I was saying, I'm hoping, and my only hope to be honest, to get past these three is that I have saved much more fuel than them. I'm fairly confident I have done, because we're looking okay, 30+% at the moment at the halfway point, and to be honest, looking at the way they're driving, they look like they are absolutely ragging it. We're getting a bit of pressure from the Spaniard behind here, but he seems to have got the Dunlop curve a little bit wrong there, and we're pulling out a bit of distance, but we're just going to try and keep it cool. Look at all the cones there on the left hand side. Someone's had a trip through those. We're going to try and keep it cool, as I say, because this is the inlet up here. We don't want to throw it away. I completely outbrake myself there, so I get out the throttle so he doesn't lose his place, but unfortunately doing so I give my place away to the Spaniard. That was another error. They're mounting up a little bit. I tend to do this, to be honest. I make one mistake, it rattles my cage, and I make a couple of others. But I'm going to hope that this is the last one of the race, and I'm hoping we can to jump a couple, if not all, these guys in the pits. So again, changing mega early here, saving as much fuel as I can whilst in the, well, 5 times slipstream. We've got 4 guys up ahead, I think, who would have been benefiting from slipstream. And because of the extra speed, I don't realise I should have got out the throttle. End up on the AstroTurf again as the Spaniard throws it up inside the German. They're getting right into it here. Are they both going to try and pit? Yes, they are. They're still battling, and see there, I'm on 25%. Everybody else was in single figures. As we get a new set of boots on, top up, and we are out. So we've actually managed to jump a couple of people here. We come out in 5th place. Not a particularly good first turn. I nav around very good, to be honest. I can't really judge my braking point there. But it looks as if we've recovered slightly from the few mistakes that we've made, and we're looking in an okay position. So I'm going to hit the reset button, imagine this is the start of the race, and try and bring this one home for at least 5th place. As we rejoin the action at the end of lap 7, starting lap 8, I'm putting my fastest lap, and me and the fellow Brit in front, Harry B, are actually catching, well, staying with and almost catching the leader. So we've got some good pace here. Look up ahead. There's a bit of an issue there with someone. I think he ran wide, and then there was some sort of, the network went absolutely berserk. Either way, he finds himself out of the race, or out of contention at least. I didn't see whether he left the race entirely. And we are now up to 4th place. The 2 Brits here doing quite well at the moment, keeping up good pace. I'm far enough away from him not to pressure him, but close enough behind him to capitalise if he makes any mistakes. I'm wary of the Dane behind me as well. I can see his headlights there, just lurking, and 2nd has just come into view there. I don't know what's happened with him, but I'm hoping he's beginning to feel the pressure a little bit as well. So the plan now is just to keep going, keep a good solid pace up, keep my head down, and we'll see if we can pick off any more people towards the end of the race. Coming out of Spoon here, down towards the back straight on lap number 9, keep your eye on the 2nd place guy right in the distance. We're managing our fuel well here. We've got 1.2 left, so we might need to do a bit of fuel saving, but nothing major. We're going to come through 130R, and the yellow flags are going to come out. What has happened here? The guy in 2nd, the Dutchman in the NSX, has had an absolute nightmare. He's put his rear left onto the grass into the biggest braking zone on the circuit, and he has effed it. To be honest, he has dropped it in the same sort of style as we normally would. He has binned it and ruined it. So we're now up to 3rd place here. We've still got that Dane behind us, but to be honest, we've been keeping him at bay here, and I think I'm quite happy, unless the Brit in front makes any mistakes, to settle for 3rd and pick up a podium and all the points that come with it. Coming through the S curves here up towards the Dunlop curve, we're close. We've also got to do some fuel saving as well, so I'm not going to let myself run out of fuel here. Coming through the Degnas nice and easy. Out of Degna 2, ooh, a bit of a slide but nothing major. I'm going to try and stay close enough to benefit from the Brit in 2nd slipstream, which will help more with our fuel saving. But unless it becomes an absolute sitter, I'm not going to try and make a move at all. You can see the Dane there and the Dutchman behind us. The Dutchman who made that error on the lap previous. Looking a bit racy there, coming into Spoon for the final time. What's our fuel saying? 0.4 and 7%. Oh, running almost a little bit wide there, bit of tyre wear coming into play. Oh, are we going to have a problem here? 4 tenths behind us now, the Dutchman is, not the Dutchman, sorry, the Dane. Going through here, I'm going to have to keep it level, keep my eye on the fuel percentage, look behind us, and you will see the NSX coming for a crazy move and just bumps that guy off. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. But either way, never mind, we come home to take, I think, a well-deserved 3rd place. As the running order is confirmed, in an unfair finish, the Dane actually comes 6th. Predator, the Dutchman, comes 5th, and they were both overtaken by IMAX, the German there. So a tough break for the Dane. He didn't actually deserve that one, and shame on you, Dutchman in the NSX. As our 3rd place and our podium place is confirmed, let's have a look at how our driver rating points are going. So with this and another race that I did, I've actually gone up 2,000 points now, so I'm up to 26,094. So we're over halfway to A. I'm really happy with that. We've clearly hit the bottom now and we're on the way up. I'm within 9,000 points of where I was with the controller, so it shows that hard work pays off. And on that note, I'll end the video there, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.